Hello, and welcome to Mustard Seed Social Live. My name is Miley. I'm a Facebook ad specialist, and gosh, I hope this is giving me interesting messages. So I'm hoping that I am live now. Oh, it says I've been live for 10 seconds. All right. So yes, my name is Miley. I'm a Facebook ads specialist. Welcome to Mustard Seed Social Live. When you join me, be sure to say hi and let me know where you're tuning in from. And while you do that, I will introduce myself. Um, Again, my name is Miley. That's how you pronounce that. And I have a degree in marketing from the University of Notre Dame. I've worked in marketing offices across the US for the last couple of decades. And then in 2017, I decided to create this agency where I help small businesses with Facebook and Instagram. And then in 2018 is when I decided to focus on Facebook ads. So today what we're going to talk about is 3 signs that you need an ad strategy. Okay, so the first sign that you need an ad strategy is, that was my drum roll, overwhelm. So you might need an ad strategy if you're a coach or consultant and you have a number of programs that you could sell. You have a sales goal and you have a feeling like you might need ads to get there. So you can use a strategy session to help you decide what service to sell. For example, thinking of my latest scenario where someone came to me with 3 programs and they needed to decide what to sell. You can an ad strategy session is going to help you decide what to sell, your audience, your messaging, and then if you already have that pinned down, then what are some of the online assets that you might want in order to make the most of your Facebook ads? So it's not only about like this little piece, exactly how are you going to run ads, but it's also kind of about some of the follow-up pieces that help get you the most out of your ads, because the ad steps, the steps following your ads are only a couple hundred, whereas the ads themselves usually cost thousands. So what you want to do is do this part here, the follow-up steps, because they're going to help you capture all the traffic that Facebook ads drives to your social media, to your website, etc. So the perk of an ad strategy session is it really helps you think through all those things and make those decisions. So in that way, it can really help decrease overwhelm, help you with clarity and business decision making. Because if you say, I want to sell this service, in the fall, I have a launch, then it can help you not only define your specific ad strategy, but what are perhaps some of the online pieces that you want to create in advance, which people tend to call their funnel. So, and that's something in my business is something that you can create or I can create, but it's really nice if someone does an ad strategy session a couple of months before they want to do their launch or have their big sale, for example, because then it gives people time to build those assets. Right, so that's the first thing that an ad strategy session solves, and it's a sign that you might need one, is some degree of overwhelm. It can really help you with direction and focus. So another thing, which is a traditional reason that people buy Facebook ads, is because you want new eyes on your product or service. You want a bigger, maybe you wish you had a bigger following, you wish you had more reach on your posts. So easily, this is something that Facebook ads solves. So say you're in the scenario where you have everything dialed in, even you know your audience, you know how to speak to them, you have all your messaging, but now it's a matter of, okay, I just really want more people to see this right now. So instead of maybe trying some organic ways to do that, you decide to use ads. And ads are very nice for accelerating, your process, for increasing your visibility and then getting more sales, right? So definitely, if you're wanting more eyes on your product, do an ad strategy session. Find out, not only what your ads are going to be like, but also those online pieces. So those can start getting built. in a calm and prepared manner, right? So easily an ad strategy session is going to help you get in a place where you will have increased visibility, you will have new eyes on your product or service. So finally, number 3, one of the signs that you might need an ad strategy session is that you don't have time, right? You know, either you work a limited number of hours a week, and or you have a goal, like say in 3 months I really want to hit this goal. I don't have the luxury of not hitting this goal. Then sometimes investment in ads can really help save you time. So it's sort of like outsourcing any kind of online work. So instead of yourself, maybe doing X number of collaborations to get visibility with other people's audiences, that's a lot of networking and planning and time, etc. So instead of going something like that route, just outsource Facebook ads. And a lot of times, if you already have your content dialed in, then the ads manager is just going to grab some of your current content as part of the strategy or use it as a leg up. So definitely, I think that ads are a very nice solution, for example, for mom entrepreneurs like myself. There's a limited amount of time. So if you want to get those results by instead of spending time, you can invest in Facebook ads and get to where you want to go quicker by outsourcing that, right? So definitely, if you have a business goal and you don't feel like you have enough time to hit that, an ad strategy session or Facebook ads for Facebook ads can help you a lot, or Instagram ads. I tend to use those interchangeably. So what I want to introduce today is my new package, I should say offering. It's called Strategy Boost, and it is an ad strategy session. I will describe the structure of it. Basically, the way I like to do this is I like to do a short discovery call where I find everything out about your business, your industry, your whole situation, and then we pin that down by filling out a questionnaire. I fill out the questionnaire, or you can fill out the questionnaire. And then I go away, I do my research, I talk to people in my community, and then if you already have a lot of online assets, if you have any Facebook ads, I audit all those, look through all those, and then I come back and we meet in an hour-long session, and I recommend an ad strategy as well as any tweaks to online pieces or suggestion to online pieces that you or I might build. And this helps provide a lot of direction for ads, for business focus. So I do that, and then I also provide any PDFs or free trainings myself or others that will help with those concepts when we're done. And then in addition to that, I provide you have access to my Facebook group where I can provide in-depth follow-up for the next month in my Facebook group. So you're totally supported and able to implement the ideas yourself, and or this strategy boost is also a credit to Facebook ad setup if you decide to do Facebook ad setup with me. So the price is $249 for that. And in some ways that is cheap as chips because I work with people in Europe, and I know the currency trade rate is 1.5, I don't know what you call London credits, I forget what you call those, equals an American dollar. So really, if you're in Britain, you can it's almost like you get a 30% discount. But anyway, I just thought I would explain that. But yes, the Strategy Boost is very popular for people who already know that they want to do ads. And so they get that ad strategy session, and they pin down a plan and then move. And usually they end up moving forward right away with building out whatever they need to build out and launching ads. So I hope you have found this helpful. I am going to sign off now, but let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in the comments. Thank you.